are going to be seen to have to deliver that new supply as declines elsewhere in the world. Will that make OPEC quotas irrelevant? They appear to have become not as relevant as they were before. So going forward, when everybody's trying to meet new demand, do quotas make any sense anymore?
I think, the quota was established back in 1984, 85, when the oil price was dropped below $2, and there was a big surplus in the market, and no one will buy this oil. I mean, today, the demand and the supply side, when you are produce something, somebody should buy it. If no one there to buy it, then why you should produce it? And this is the key. I remember I was in 1985. I was a member of the Qatar delegation at that time. I wasn't a minister. I was in the back seat. Not yet. I jumped to the front seat. So back in '85, when I was a member of Qatar delegation at that time, they are discussed and they spent days and days in all the This is the first time to introduce what they call the quota system, and take more than 10 days in a long meeting, to discuss how to establish, the quota system, how they can distribute it, in what, in pro rata, historical production. There are, it's very, very difficult, to come to say to this country, you will use this, you will use this. In how? So it takes them days and weeks to understand how they can to produce the capital production in what? Can be historical production. Some people say population. Some people, I remember, they say the weather also. Some people, they say the agricultures. And it's a lot of parameters, in how to reach, the consensus of the capital production. And then they, agree with historical production and pro rata. So they introduce this, the production, the capital production. OPEC takes, that if you see the oil price from '84 to 2000, the average of in 15 years not exceed $18.20. This is the average. It takes them 15 years. That oil is underestimated, and the average of oil price in 15 years not exceed even $19. So this is the period, and also, because the average happened in 85, and then another shock came in 97, what they call the Asian crisis. And the oil price also again dropped below $10. And then OPEC had to meet again and cut the production to try and to balance, the demand and supply, because Asian crisis take the whole world by surprise. No one thought that Asia was collapsed. It suddenly happened. And I don't know why they were waiting for suddenly. I mean, today in Europe, it's a different pattern.
So you could see a time again when the quotas are called into play to
but,
defend the floor.
But sure, the quota was built in a real demand and supply. I mean, you cannot, people, many consumer countries, when we visit and talk to them and say, you should not cut production. My answer is, okay, fine. Give me a guarantee you will buy the oil. No, we are not going to give you guarantees. So who will buy the oil?
That comes back a little bit to my earlier question. In order to get through that sort of impasse, do you not need to look at a new relationship between the IOC and the NOC? Because in order for the NOC to deliver that new capacity and to have confidence that there will be demand for that new capacity, Saudi Arabia now is managing 4 million barrels of idle capacity. That's very expensive. So in order to bridge that gap, do you need to give more to the IOC to have the incentive to develop that new capacity?
No, I don't think so. This is an excuse to give something, just because they want to market it, because at the end of the day, the market won. And if it happens, surplus will be surplus in every way. So now, you see the IOC, I think, they are benefited from OPEC so much. And they are benefited from OPEC, and they are always, without OPEC, their problem will be more worse. Because at the end of the day, who cut production? OPEC. And they never cut production. So when I cut production, their production will be maximum, and then they will benefit from the, the balance of the, of the price. So if you see today, the IOC, they're making a huge money and big profits, but because they are also wait for OPEC to interfere. OPEC paid the whole cost in behalf of OUC and non-OPEC producers. I mean,
they participated occasionally.
Oh, they participate occasionally, yes, they can, they give a nice speech, they support us 100%, and then they will say, go, cut your production, and we are behind you. But when we ask them, how are your contributions? They never answer.
OPEC needs a police force. Oh! Let's go to the floor and take some questions. Andy Critchlow, please.
Your Excellency,
if you press your mic, Andy, I think it has to go red. No?
I've got
Okay.
a loud voice anyway.
Give a little bit of a holler.
Yeah. Your Excellency, how big a factor does China play in this relationship between IOCs and OPEC and the national oil companies here in the Middle East? I mean, it seems, when I was at Davos at the beginning of the year, and a boss of a very big oil company there said that, the Europeans' production demand is dropping now. That the region is supplying as much oil as it ever will do to Europe and to a certain extent North America. But you have in China this huge demand picture, and it seems your future is with Asia and China, that maybe OPEC should move from Vienna to Shanghai.
Before the Minister answers that, I just want to ask somebody who's over in the technical side of the room just to make sure that desk microphones are working.
Okay.
Go.
I think, today, it's not important where OPEC should be. Can be in any place. But it has a long history of how OPEC came together. Because OPEC started in Geneva. Geneva rejected OPEC. In that time, they didn't agree to give them diplomatic status and immunity. So they moved to Vienna. Then in Geneva, they felt they make a big mistake. They tried to take OPEC again, but OPEC said, no, thank you. And, okay, but I think, today, yes, there are a lot of change today in the map of the world, where it used to be who are consuming more energy. As you know, the United States was the biggest consumers in the world. The United States was consumed 1/3 of the whole world production of oil, more than 22 million barrels a day. And always, that time, we always balanced the demand and the supply in the United States consumptions. In the summertime, from June, we will start saying, oh, it's a gasoline month, because the gasoline month will be huge consumptions in the United States when the Americans start to go on vacation, drive from coast to coast. So, but
So America has lost its dictating role on the.
Not lost the dictating role, but they stop their cars now. So for the time being, I hope they will come back again.
But clearly, the majority of your production from the Gulf is going to Asia.
For instance, in our case, in our crude oil, because Qatar still is a small oil producer, still we are, now we used to be, we are the smallest, but now we are second smallest, because Ecuador now the smallest in oil. So,
But you're a massive energy producer.
yeah.
6 million barrels a day.
Yeah, but this is from a different equivalent. But in oil, also we made a good story. I mean, 10 years ago, Qatar was only 350,000 barrels a day. Now, hopefully we'll exceed over 1 million barrels. But